Welcome back to the garage. We're working on our 1964 Triumph TR4 again today. Today we're going to be hopefully getting our fan belt and everything on the front of the engine finished up. We'll see how that goes. Stick around. So up here at the front of the engine, we did a little bit more research, and a lot of people recommended replacing the oil seal here on the front of the engine while we have all this stuff off. So to do that, we've got to get this timing cover off. We'll put a new gasket on there. We can see what everything looks like under there and just make sure everything looks like it's in good shape. So to get started, I'm just gonna work on getting this cover off. Okay, back in Triumph land, more setbacks. Here's what we're looking for. Number 79. Something called an oil thrower. And when we take off our timing cover, we don't have one of those. So it looks like we're kind of shut down on getting this timing cover put back together until we get one of those. So great. We did get everything cleaned up here. Here's the new tensioner installed, and Dad's got this thing cleaned up. So we'll probably put this new seal in. So
well, here's the new one.
Figure out how to get it in and out.
The question is, how do we get that out without bending out this housing? I mean, if you take a screwdriver and put it in there, you might start prying this and warping it, and then you're really in hot water.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So we're going to find out. So we're probably not getting that part back on today, but we'll see what else we can get done. Okay, we pressed in this new oil seal. Should be ready. So we can't put the new cover back on today because we need that oil slinger piece or whatever you want to call it. So we're going to get everything else as ready to go as we can. Clean up this gasket for the water pump, get the pulley on the water pump, and just get everything ready so we can put it all back together next week. Into like the second hour of trying to get this key fitted onto here. Not going too great. So we're trying to file this away so it fits better. Still doesn't fit. So keep going.
Well, once again here on Wake's Garage, we've had a day of some failures, some successes. The fan on the radiator is done. And what we did was when Mark originally got this fan, it was supposed to have zip ties that went through the radiator that strapped onto this fan to hold it onto it. Well, Mark and I didn't think much of that, so we re-engineered the thing and probably over-engineered it. But here's what we came up with. We made two brackets, as you can see, one here on the front of the radiator, one on the rear. Ran 1/4-inch bolts through it with nylon nuts on it, and then used captive nuts inside the fan with short bolts that went into it. You can see that it's clamped on the front, and this bracket held on by rivets, which for Triumph guys, if you're watching, you can do that because there is a lip here and there's no passage of the radiator behind that lip. So it's safe to drill through and put pop rivets in there. But this baby ain't going anywhere, and the other side is the same way. Just a couple of pieces of mild steel, a flat plate here, one here bent at an angle, and you're in. So this actually went well. It's a little more work than we had thought. The original idea got wiped out because the plastic clips for these broke off, so we had to re-engineer it. But this will work great. It's definitely on there and it isn't going anywhere.
Well, elsewhere, we basically have the whole front of the engine taken apart and nothing really worked. We're going to get a new water pump coming in so we can get that on there. Still trouble with the key, and we just don't know if his water pump's even good, so just gonna abandon ship on that for $50 for a new one.
Yeah,
it's
as much beating on it as you and I did on this trying to get this hub on here, for all we know, we blew up the guts inside the water pump. So to the dump, new water pump, try this again next week.
So that's gonna do it for this week. Time for a beer.